February 10th.
Now at 10, officials in Missouri tout a higher revenue for the Veterans Commission thanks to marijuana sales. Plus, the Ozark Center in Joplin looks to raise awareness of sports betting addiction. And a woman in Missouri shows her love for her favorite football team by printing up some Chiefs-themed fabric.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Police arrest a suspect in a non-fatal shooting at Sycamore Village in Pittsburgh. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Tanya Bach. Authorities charge this man, Wesley Burgess, in connection to a shooting that happened on December 29th, around 1:30 in the morning at the apartment complex. At the time of the shooting, police say Burgess was on parole for an aggravated robbery conviction. Investigators then identified Burgess as a suspect in an armed robbery, which occurred on January 24th. And authorities found and arrested Burgess in a home in Chanute, Kansas on January 26th. A group of Southwest Missouri high school students on a class trip to Florida have a remarkable story to tell after stumbling across an illegal stash of cocaine worth $35,000. Chris Bryant has their story.
I mean, it was a brick of, well-wrapped something. And I think I've seen some TV shows and I just kind of had an idea. That's what.
It's going to be hard to live up to, let's say.
Sometimes it's hard to believe what you're being told.
He came over and he said, Miss Fields, he said, I found drugs. And I was like, okay, why?
A trip that included swimming with dolphins and a trip to a sea turtle hospital, even snorkeling.
This year I wanted to give back this year.
Giving back meant cleaning up the mangroves in the Florida Keys, where they found a stash of cocaine on the beach.
Yeah, the cocaine thing, that was a bit odd.
Wyatt Davis, a senior at Marshfield High School, and his classmates had only been on this section of beach for about 15 minutes.
I was finding bottles, rope, just trash, and it was in like a foot of grass.
The Monroe County Sheriff's Office says that the drugs more than likely originated from the Caribbean and floated around before ending up in the Florida Straits before Davis found it.
It had been there for a while, but I pulled it up and look at it, and I kind of thinking, like, what is this? And I show Hayden, and then we agree, think it's drugs.
The students gave it to the captain of the charter boat and notified the sheriff's office, who came out and collected the cocaine before turning it over to Border Patrol.
This was just crazy. I mean, we didn't know what square grouper was. We didn't know, we'd never seen a brick of cocaine before. So, all of this is news.
For Fields, the experience also gave her an opportunity to have a real conversation about what just happened.
We did have that conversation while we were standing at Captain Brian's house because it was a little intimidating because, if there was a tracker in it, are they going to come there?
For a group of students from Marshfield, a trip full of memories now includes their own legend of the Caribbean islands.
I wanted the kids to come down here and experience, all of the science, and a lot of life comes with that. So this was just another unique opportunity.
It's a surprise for sure. I never thought I would be finding any drugs out there.
Well, U.S. Border Control agents released a statement regarding the discovery, which said in part, on January 29th, 2024, U.S. Border Patrol agents in the Miami sector recovered and seized 1 brick of cocaine. The cocaine was discovered by Good Samaritans in Big Pine Key, Florida. Well, state officials say the Missouri Veterans Commission will likely receive around $19 million in revenue from marijuana sales this fiscal year. The director of the Division of Cannabis Regulation broke down the numbers this week in front of a House committee. Since marijuana sales began in Missouri in 2019, the state has collected more than $150 million in revenue from taxes and program fees. Nearly $40 million has gone to the Veterans Commission in total. This year, Commission is expected to receive $19 million. And officials say that number could increase to $22 million next year if the governor's budget recommendations are approved. We definitely had some higher temperatures today, and Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy joins us with a first look at weather.
Well, it definitely turned out to be another warm one for us today. All week long, we've had highs in the 60s. And then 70s yesterday, record high today. Tied a record high, 74 degrees, the record that we tied back in 2003. Average high is 47, so look at our low, 49 degrees. It was above our average high. Now we are going to slowly cool down a bit as we head into the weekend as our next storm system heads in. Rain starting to increase back to our southwest. Showers, thunderstorms out across western Kansas down through parts of Oklahoma and Texas. These aren't going to make it in until late tonight. So let's go to about 2 o'clock in the morning. A couple little scattered showers starting to increase, but you can see they increase a little bit more rapidly by the time we head into tomorrow morning. All weekend long, we're going to have rain. I'm going to break this all down for you here in just a bit.
Well, sports betting will see an increase as the Super Bowl approaches, which means an increase in the need for a conversation about betting addiction. Counselors from the Ozark Center say there are signs of addiction to look for, from problems with employment to problems with relationships.
Say having those negative consequences in their life, maybe spending money they don't have, borrowing money that they don't have, taking money that they don't have, maybe spending so much time that it is affecting their housework, their schoolwork, their relationships that they have with other people.
The Ozark Center treats gambling addiction with cognitive behavioral therapy as a way to change the thoughts associated with gambling. Despite living in the heart of Chiefs territory, there are those rooting for the 49ers. Hunter Perry is a local realtor, father, and 49ers fanatic. Now, Perry grew up in an era where players like Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, and Steve Young dominated the NFL. He says that passion has been passed on to his 3 sons, each of whom is glued to the TV when the 49ers hit the field. Hunter says he's ready for the 49ers to get back to the same glory when they experienced when he was young.
I'm not a Chiefs hater, so if they're not playing the Niners, I'm always rooting for the Chiefs. I love Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, and I'm a home state guy. I'm a Royals fan. But yeah, when we're playing them, I want them to do terrible.
Hunter says when the Chiefs are not playing the 49ers, he cheers them on. But on Super Bowl Sunday, the Chiefs are enemy number 1. Well, finding fabric with your favorite team's logo on it, well, that's easy. But one Missouri fabric store owner is selling some ultra creative prints outside the norm. Ellen Shope has her story.
What you're seeing here are those that are just people are coming to pick up.
It's fabric like you've never seen it before.
With Jason Kelsey, that's what a great way to capture the year.
Yeah, he's no doubt the most beloved football player that's never played for the Chiefs, but now you can make him, along with nearly 20 other new fabric designs, into a bag or a quilt or anything else you want to make.
Scrub hats are always great.
As a Chiefs fan who likes to sew's Super Bowl, and for Parkville's Fabric Chick store owner, Cindy Farrow, the orders just keep rolling in.
We've sold an enormous amount of fabric.
The line is called What a Catch, and it's fabric all Chiefs themed, anything from Jason to Travis's heart hands, to players' jerseys, to friendship bracelets, to Patrick Mahomes and QB1's favorite ketchup.
A lady came to pick up her order yesterday, and she had a sweatshirt with the Jason Kelsey on it, which was really funny.
Cindy says there's 18 different fabric designs, and she's already had more than 200 pre-orders, and not just from this area. Places like Washington State, Florida, Texas, Arkansas, everywhere.
It's keeping customers coming in, and she says it's even causing some people to pick up the hobby.
We get a lot of call from new sewers and say, hey, I saw the fabric, I want to learn to make something.
What a great idea. In a recent interview, longtime sports broadcaster Bob Costas said the Kansas City Chiefs have replaced the Dallas Cowboys as America's team. We sent KOAM photojournalist Trevor Lewis to Pitt State to talk to some students and get their insight into this serious issue.
Sportsmanship, our coaching staff. I mean, you look at Andy Reid, you just know that he's a great coach and how far he's taken them over the last 2 years.
It's just collectively, if you can get a bunch of people to kind of rally behind a team, that's what makes the America's team. You have to embody the general spirit of Americans. They have to be likable. They have to be the underdogs. They have to strive to victories. Nothing comes easy to them.
America's team takes on the San Francisco 49ers on February 11th in Super Bowl 58. Well, later in sports, big night for high school basketball in the 4 states. John has highlights from the night's biggest matchups. But first, Carthage hosted a battle tonight, a pink battle for a good cause. Well, a fight took place in Carthage tonight for a good cause. The Gadarian venue hosted the Pink Fight Night Bra Gala, with all proceeds going to the Mary Kay Ash Foundation to help find a cure for breast cancer. One of the event's organizers has a personal stake in the event.
I'm a breast cancer survivor. I had breast cancer last year, and a friend of mine, Amber Rodabish, who's here tonight, said we need to do something big to raise funds to give back, because I received a lot of support through friends and family and organizations. And so she just said, we need to do something big. So I'm one of the organizers here today.
The event also included a raffle and a silent auction. Freeman Health encourages the community to go red today. National Wear Red Day draws awareness to the dangers of cardiovascular disease, which is the leading cause of death for women in America. Most cardiovascular diseases can be prevented through healthy lifestyle changes and education. For one Joplin resident, coffee is a part of his daily grind. Martin O'Toole has been a frequent Joplin greenhouse patron for more than 15 years now. As a plant lover, he was a client even before the coffee shop existed, and now he comes in almost every morning for his 12-ounce batch brew with heavy cream. The baristas at the coffee shop say they love building a friendship with their beloved client and now friend.
Helped me count down the days to my graduation in December, and wants to know what my plans are, and we talk about that all the time. And he tells me all these stories about his life and where he's lived and stuff, and it's just lovely.
It's home, and I like being local.
Joplin Greenhouse started as a nursery more than 20 years ago. In the last 6 years, they added the coffee shop side of it. To learn more about this story, you can go to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Well, Doug is next with the Forecast, and a little later, a brand new movie shot right here in the Four States gets ready to make its debut.
Only at Casey's.
Hey, another great day for us today. Temperatures are fantastic. Tide record high is 74 degrees, well above where we should be for this time of the year. It looks great. It's Friday night. We're dry for now, but we have rain increasing for the weekend. Nice shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex tower cam downtown. Temperature is still pretty good. We're not going to drop off too much tonight. Our southerly winds will actually keep our temperatures up. Look at this. By tomorrow, we'll have southeasterly winds kicking in 25 to 30 miles per hour. We could even have some gusts upwards of 35. They calm down a little bit on Sunday. You can see the winds switch around out of the northeast, and this kind of ushers in a little bit cooler air as we get the rain on Saturday and on Sunday. All right, clouds increasing now. The rain is west of us, but it's going to creep in as we go through the next several hours. So you can see showers, thunderstorms out across central western Kansas. Some of these storms have been a little bit stronger, some severe weather back across northern parts of Texas. Now these are going to weaken as they head toward us, so we're mainly dealing with showers, not much in the way of thunderstorms or anything severe, but a big storm system, and this will affect us all weekend long. In fact, look at our rain chances. So scattered showers. Here's 7 a.m. tomorrow. Here's 1 p.m. But once we get into Saturday night, we go into it's going to rain category. So persistent rain. Saturday night, Sunday morning, and then finally Sunday afternoon, the rain will start to taper off. All right, let me walk you through time. We're going to stop this at 4:30 in the morning. Showers increasing, Kansas and Oklahoma. Missouri's still going to be dry. Scattered showers through the morning hours. Here's 10:30. But becoming a little bit more persistent. Temperatures into the 50s. Scattered showers again through the afternoon, hit and miss, but a gloomy kind of raw day. As we get into tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, this band of rain will kind of rotate back in. So very persistent rain, especially after midnight Saturday night and into Sunday morning. Periods of rain, colder rain, into the 40s on Sunday. So here's 10 a.m. Then once we get into Sunday afternoon, we go back to scattered showers, and eventually by Monday morning, they're gone. But the entire weekend is definitely going to be wet. How much rain can we get? Not a ton, but definitely a decent amount. A lot of areas, I would say on average, about 3/4 of an inch. But we may get some spots that pick upwards of an inch. 60 tomorrow, only 48 on Sunday. Most persistent rain is going to be Saturday night and into Sunday morning. All right, here's your 7 days. 60 tomorrow, 48 on Sunday. Sunshine returns on Monday, a little bit cooler. 60s return Tuesday, Wednesday. Chances for rain by Thursday, and then again by Super Bowl Sunday. Tanya?
At least we got a couple of sunshiny days in there, not just a stretch of gloom. All right, well, still ahead, Baxter Springs basketball hosts Galena on homecoming night. And in Missouri, Carthage squares off with Republic. John Dales has highlights from those games and more up next in sports.
Message is sponsored by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Baxter Springs and Galena boys basketball each have had up and down seasons thus far. Entering this evening, the Bulldogs in third place in the Caney Valley sub-state bracket. Baxter just a game and a half behind. Homecoming night in Baxter Springs. Lions trying to get revenge on Galena, who beat them back in December. Jack Perry starts the game red hot. Pulls up from the near wing, gets the first points of the night. Next time down the floor, Perry again with a couple defenders all over him. Gets the difficult layup to fall. Bulldogs up by 4. Lions get back into it when they get their big men started. Weston Schaefer left open top of the key. He sticks it, lead cut to 3. Next possession, Schaefer down the right alley, bucket and the foul. This game's tied after he hits a free throw to complete the 3-point play. Second quarter, Lions up 1. High-low game from Schaefer to Jacob Grant. Great passing leading for the bucket. A little later, loose ball. Grant runs it down and sets up Javen Alexander beautifully. Baxter Springs gets a big win on homecoming night. Lions defeat Galena 52-45. Over to Southwest Missouri, we've got a COC matchup tonight. Carthage and Republic. Carthage at home tonight as Republic comes in for a COC conference game. In the first quarter, Jaden Brunnert knocks down the 3-point shot in the corner. Next possession, Brunnert cuts inside for the easy layup. On the other end, though, Republic gets a 3 of its own. Republic leads this one by 5 at that point. Carthage goes right back to Brunnert. She scores the first 8 points for the Lady Tigers tonight, but Carthage trails by 16 at halftime. Second half now, Lexi Youngblood opens the half with not just 1 3-pointer, but back-to-back 3-point shots. She goes nothing but net, but Republic just had an answer for everything tonight. The Orange and Black Tigers knocked down another 3. Republic gets the win over Carthage 65-36. Over to the boys' side, Carthage opens the game celebrating Justin Ray's 1,000th career point. We start in the first quarter. Dylan Pugh finds some separation, banks this one off the glass for 2 points. Tigers off to a slow start, down 9 in the first quarter. Second quarter, though, Trent Yates splashes a 3-pointer. Next possession, Justin Ray beyond the arc, knocks it down. Then it's Ray again, another 3. Carthage goes on a 22-2 run in the second quarter to lead by 11 at halftime. Third quarter now, Carthage staying hot. Ray hits a 3 at the top of the key. Later in the half, Yates gets the steal, tosses it up ahead. Taylor Stevens digs, gets the easy layup, and Carthage goes on to win at home, 60-41. Meanwhile, in college baseball, Missouri Southern looks like it's on its way to a 2-0 start to the season. Lions lead Henderson State 8-2 in the 7th inning. Will Doherty really broke this one open with a 3-run homer in the 3rd inning. And Pitt State softball begins its 2024 season with a doubleheader. Gorillas already won their first game, 7-2 over St. Mary's. Second game of the night against Arkansas Tech. PSU leading that one 4-3 in the 6th inning. Courtney Story has 3 hits for the Gorillas. Paxton Hayes has 3 runs batted in. Another high school basketball score I have to mention. Pittsburgh gets the win tonight against Coffeyville, and Mason English scores 53 points.
Wow.
For the Purple Dragons. That's a new school record for
That's
Pittsburgh.
amazing.
Yeah.
All right, was this one on the road or at home?
This one was, we weren't out of that one, so I actually don't know off the top of my head.
But that's impressive.
Yeah, really impressive.
Wow, congratulations to him and the whole team.
Definitely.
All right, that's a look at sports. We're back with more news after this. Well, a film shot in our area gets ready to make its debut. Matt McCauley, the writer and director of the film Undefiled, shot nearly 80% of the movie in Joplin and used many volunteers from the city as well. It's about a minor league baseball player who crosses paths with a trafficked girl.
We have a team at Light of Life Films that helps us do research for a film, and through all that we came through a lot of true stories that we found that all kind of culminated in the story of Undefiled. Undefiled itself is fictional, however, it's based on a lot of things that have actually happened in real life.
Well, you can check out Undefiled this Sunday evening for its premiere at the Route 66 Theater in Webb City at 7 p.m. and again Saturday the 10th at 10 a.m. Awesome that they show so many local shows there, or movies there. Doug has a final look at your forecast.
All right, light showers start to increase late tonight, and then rain for us tomorrow. Also windy, a high temp right around 60 degrees. Persistent rain tomorrow night and into Sunday, a high temp of only 48, so a little bit cooler, but we warm back up. Sunshine returns Monday and Tuesday. Next chance for rain after this system by next Thursday.
All right, final sports note.
Pitt State and Missouri Southern basketball back in action tomorrow. The Lions ladies team has a chance for its 14th win in a row.
Wow. All right, well, hopefully they can do it. Well, thanks for watching. Have a great evening and an even better weekend.
Captioning on KOAM News.